Okay, you guys know your job. All right. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down by the river and on a Sunday afternoon in Oklahoma City, it's the Oklahoma City Coaches Show. Of course, it's Oklahoma City Public Schools right here on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV. Presented by Metrotech Technology Centers, also sponsored by TTCU Federal Credit Union, Dental Depot, Bedford Photography, Grenmore Sneaker Boutique, All About Now Photography, Sam's Club, Rock Recruit Oklahoma, SSM Health, Oklahoma City Community College, Super Prep, Just Burgers, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. This is the show that highlights the coaches and showcases the players, gets the stories behind and about the journey, and reveals the foundation of success that is created by the administration and staff that makes Oklahoma City Public Schools so great. Tonight, we are gold ball chasing. We are shining a spotlight on one of the premier basketball programs in Oklahoma, Douglas High School. Both girls and boys teams are headed back to the state tournament again after capturing the area championship last Friday night. And tomorrow, both teams will begin their march for a state title. So it's time to put greatness in focus. Let's talk the pride of the East Side, and that is Douglas Trojan basketball. Starting off this evening, I am honored to have with me two athletes and, of course, their head coach to boot with it, and I'm catching them in between. So if they don't look extremely happy to be here tonight, it has nothing to do with my effervescent personality. It has everything to do about focus and intensity. They are getting ready for a big challenge tomorrow afternoon. I am honored to have with me head coach Leticia Woods. I am also honored to have with me student athletes Nakiah Burge in the middle and Justice Woods also on the outside. She does that a lot if you watch the games. Ladies, first of all, thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight.
Thank you for having us.
So I want to go ahead and talk to you athletes first. Let's just talk about it. Nakiah, what was the game against McLeod like? McLeod was a team that came in with a definite game plan, and then you guys decided to change some things up. Talk about that game a little bit for me.
Yeah, so it was a very important game for us. So we knew what we needed to do coming in. So it was really just working on what we have been doing and kind of shutting them down so we can come out on top.
Now, doing that, the object was not to come back, Justice, for that second area game. You wanted to come down. You wanted to make that one drive to Ada, say hi to the good folks in Ada, eat some food, take care of a game, and take care of business. When you came out of the gate in this game, there was a statement that the team wanted to make. Did you feel that the team accomplished it in the way that it should have been done in Trojet fashion?
Yes, I feel we came out very well, holding the team to 0 points in the first quarter, and just not letting them speed us up and stopping possessions, not letting them have anything easy.
Coach, you have the extreme reputation of building a team known for discipline, defensive intensity, and strong leadership on and off the court, because you realize these are some ladies that are going to do some great things in this world. So competing at this high level, in your opinion, what was key that you said coaching-wise that needed to happen to take care of McLeod?
Just staying focused and locked in on what they've been working on all season, being disciplined and locked in on the game plan.
17-8 on the season, ranked number 5 in Class 4A, 8-2 in your last 10 games, 6-game winning streaks, and I can sit here and go on and on about the statistics that this team accomplishes, and it means nothing to them. The defense has become more intense, Coach, as the season has gone down. This is a team that's looking forward to making its 9th state tournament appearance. The numbers say everything. 73 points per game since the playoffs started, holding opponents to 28 plus 42. I can go on and on about the numbers. But what switched, in your opinion, about the team once the regular season, and then you step into districts with the same mentality, and then just it looks like everything keeps ratcheting up?
Well, I don't believe that anything changed. I just believe that, once you plant a seed, you just got to keep watering it. So once that seed is planted, you keep watering it. It keeps growing until you're at your flourishing point. And you don't play good basketball in December. We wasn't focused on playing our best in December. We want to play our best in March.
Yeah, no doubt. I talked a little bit to Nakaya and Justice both before this interview started. The practices have always been intense all season long. That's the way Coach demands it. And some of the practices, folks haven't attended one, are sometimes rougher than some of the games. But that being said, the focus hasn't been just on ramping up the intensity of practice. What would you say that it really, either one of you can answer, what really has been the focus at practice now since the playoffs have begun?
I think the focus has been perfection and perfecting things, working on what we have struggled with and getting it to a T, perfecting it so it can not be a struggle anymore, so we can just have it down.
All right. So when we start talking about focusing on perfection, that means, Justice, in my opinion, that's more intense on knowing situational ball, understanding, okay, if they do this, this is what the reaction are, becoming the extension of the coach on the field so she doesn't have to burn a timeout because everybody's not running things right. How do you see that in terms of the way the focus has been going?
Yes, I feel the same way, just really getting things down to a T, making sure we're on our stuff. If this happens, we're already ready with this, and just making sure once you get in the game or pulled out the game, you know what you need to be doing.
Coach, obviously every year with the team it's a resetting of the table, but this team has evolved. Came in with a better idea of what the end goal was. The preparation was a little bit different. Talk to me about the evolution of this team to this point, and then what are some things that must continue to change to get this team to the goal that it ultimately wants?
I would say, they're speaking on perfection and maybe putting a heavier weight on themselves. But the goal ultimately was confidence, and having them have confidence in themselves first, and then drowning out any noise or either positive or negative, any critiques, any comparisons, and helping them realize that, God created them uniquely. So we're not the last year's team. No one is going to be this year's team. No one's going to be last year's team. And if they understand who they are, have confidence in themselves with the game plan and the practice plan and all of that, it just makes a light on the court. So, my main focus for them is not just to perfect the X's and O's, because you're not going to be perfect. Like, that's just not life. But if they can have confidence in what they do and keep faith in what they do, then at the end, individually, you grow. As a team, you're the best.
No question. Coach, I appreciate your honesty and your direct answer. Tomorrow is down to business. Tomorrow at 1:30, the run, the playoffs go to another level. Coach, first of all, I will give you a moment to just smile and say thank you, OSSAA, for not putting them at 9 a.m. Anyway, giving the team an opportunity to warm up. But you're playing a Broken Bow team tomorrow that has a lot of talent. Mm-hmm. What is your analysis about that team this year?
I mean, a very talented team. Any team that makes it to the Elite Eight at this point is talented. So respectfully, we got to go in, respecting their game, respecting their record. They're number 2 in the state right now. So I would just say that they're going to be a dominant team, but we're going to stick to what we do, and we're going to stick to our game plan, which is working hard, maximizing effort, and not giving up on ourselves.
Not asking for any game plan of any kind, but Nakaya, Justice, I want to ask you 2 different questions. Justice, for you first and then to Nakaya. What's one thing that this team must do tomorrow in terms of whether it's rebounding? What is it that must happen when that ball goes up?
When ball goes up, just really rebounding and knowing your assignments for your man, not letting your girl get off. And even if they do score a few buckets, just not letting them have their career nights.
All right, gotcha. Nakia, if there is anything else that need to be added, that was a good answer. I said one, and Justice always gives you more. You ask for one bucket, she's going to give you 2 or 3. I mean, that's just what it is. Nakia, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I would say working to the end, giving it all you have. That's what we can lock in on. It's just giving it all you have until the last buzzer.
So from Jump Street. Coach, a lot of times last year, of course, both your team and the boys' team had to deal with the craziness of the electricity, all those other things, and it required an extra level of focus, and it took away from what the games really could have been. This year, you're going in there, things new place. It hasn't seen the Trojettes yet. That needs to be introduced. But when it comes to things that you want your team to unpack, you've talked about the confidence and recognizing who they are. But to do that, they have to understand it's under these lights and those moments. And this is one of the things that really gives you an advantage that most coaches I get to ask don't have this. You've got a team that are veterans that have seen this before. How will that experience lend them some advantages for tomorrow?
We've been here before, so I'm a straight shot. So I just let them know that we're going to have some nerves. Everyone's going to have some nerves, but we don't need any tail tucking tomorrow. So that's just it.
Straight to the point.
Yes.
I guess I will pivot to this next question then. So what I always have appreciated has been the level of intensity, the pride that you all have for not only the program and for what you are representing, and you guys do it so well. Nakia, what does it, because you're in the moment, what does it feel like right now? You got your Letterman jacket on right now, and then know you're going to walk into the State Arena, OG&E tomorrow, put your foot on it and make a mark and a statement. How excited are you about that chance?
I mean, I'm very excited, especially in the new gym. I'm excited to take my team there, make history, because, it hasn't been done yet. So I'm really excited. I'm ready.
Justice, what about you? I mean, you both of you kind of look like if you guys were a singing group just by yourself every time. Yeah, go ahead, girl. Go ahead, get that. No, go ahead, Justice.
For me, I feel the same way. Just being ready to come in and show out for our alums, show out for our program, and just letting them know that we got here, and it wasn't just through us, but through their support as well.
For the teammates that are not here, the players that who are going to step on this stage for the first time, and then there are those who have been there before, what's your message, Nakia, to the team tomorrow? What you gonna say? Some ideas? There's some things that might have crossed your mind that needs to be touched a little bit before you take the floor.
I'd say, like Coach said, nerves are okay, but once we get on the floor, you got to let them go. You just got to play. It's not nothing we're not used to. We play basketball. That's what we do. So just letting go of nerves.
Right. Now, it is just basketball. That's really what it comes down to. You've already known the game plan. You already know what the execution is. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this right now. This has been a good interview. I'll get a greater interview after the results that Douglas seeks is achieved, because it is within their grasp. They have the ability, they have the talent, they have the coaching. I say for anybody who has to see them, better bring your best. That's all I got to say. Coach, I appreciate you stopping by. I don't like asking. I normally ask questions, who you want to thank, all that stuff. We'll do that after the nets come down, and everybody done their pitches. Justice said she's going to give me a 2-hour interview by my,
Okay.
just one-on-one. No, and Nakia said she'd give me the same thing, and I just got to tell them when. But honestly, I appreciate this, because I know this was a most difficult interview to sit there and talk about these situations, simply because the focus is simply about tomorrow. And no matter how much enjoyment this may be or whatever the case may be, it's to work as soon as y'all put these headsets down. So I am going to go ahead and let you guys get to it. I wish you luck, and I'm looking for the results that need to be tomorrow. Okay, that's as simple as that.
Yes.
This is the Oklahoma City Public School Coaches Show, presented by Metro Tech Technology Centers. Also sponsored by TTCU Federal Credit Union, Dental Depot, Bedford Photography, Grenmore Sneaker Boutique, All About Now Photography, Sam's Club, Rock Recruit Oklahoma, SSM Health, OCCC, Super Prep, Just Burgers, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. I'm Maurice Prince. We're on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV. We will be back in a moment.
Oklahoma City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It'll be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. That is PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace.
Oh yeah, that's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you're waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments. All stacked between two buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers, nothing else compares.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
Oh yeah, that's the sound of a good time. The sizzle, the flavor, the bite you're waiting for. And you deserve it, because when it comes to burgers, why settle for ordinary? Big taste, big smiles, big moments. All stacked between two buns. And you can only get it at Just Burgers. Just Burgers, nothing else compares.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oklahoma City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It'll be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. That is PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace. City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It'll be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. That is PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma City Public School Coaches Show. Oh, yeah. Of course, we are live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV. Tonight's event is being presented by Metro Tech Technology Centers, also sponsored by TTCU Federal Credit Union, Dental Depot, Bedford Photography, Grinmore Sneaker Boutique, All About Now Photography, Sam's Club, Rock Recruit Oklahoma, SSM Health, OCCC Super Prep, Just Burgers, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. We're now continuing gold ball chasing. We just talked to the Trojettes just a moment ago, spending time with Coach Leticia Woods and players Nakiah Burge and Justice Woods. Now we're going to put greatness in focus again as we now talk about the legacy, one of the premier basketball programs in the state of Oklahoma, as it will continue to be, and seeking their 13th basketball title. I am honored to have in front of me the Douglas Trojan basketball team. And they had the honor of stopping here and talking to me the day before a big game. So again, I will apologize in advance if they don't smile, because they focused. And if they're not focused, then I know what Coach A gonna say. I'm honored to have with me, of course, that's Coach Stephen Alexander, the head coach. But of course, as he normally does, he's game planning and doing other things. So he sent his next best option. That's Coach Eric Harris. Thank you so much for coming and stepping in.
Thanks for having us.
And of course, I have Marty House in the middle, and of course, Jamel Morris on the outside.
Yes, sir.
Guys, thank you so much for taking time for that. So let's just dive in. Area game, you guys had to rally against a good Blanchard team, Coach. What was your thought about the game before it started, and what was your thoughts as the game kind of evolved and went along?
My thoughts about the game before it started, of course, you know, you always go into a game confident and about the work that you put in, what you see your players do on a day-to-day basis. So I was very confident about that, and I think I can speak for Coach Alexander about that. He put in a lot of work with the team. Day in and day out. He really don't get any days off. So these boys very seldom get time to rest. They're always doing extra to push themselves. So going into that game, we were mentally prepared. The game didn't start off like how we would have liked. We kind of got hit in the mouth, but we made some adjustments and we came out with the victory. Blanchard was a pretty good team. They shot the ball very well, and we made some adjustments to kind of get a couple stops, and we just chipped the game away from there.
Marty, one of the things your schedule has done for you guys all year long, you guys have been playing elite competition all year long. That's nothing new. Mm-hmm. But in those big moments in games like it needed to be against Blanchard, Blanchard came with it, had a strong stake, and was really pressing you guys, especially in the first half of that mm-hmm. game. What was, in your opinion, what changed that allowed Douglas to do what Douglas does?
In the first quarter, we kind of were slow on defense, and so in the second, third, and fourth quarter, we upped our intensity. So that definitely helped.
All right, so Jamel, when we start talking about that, mm-hmm. the second half of the game, they're not going away. They want to continue to punch and counterpunch. But you guys have been with Coach Alexander, and one of the things he continues to stay in the fight. He wants you guys to continue. If somebody bring a little bit higher. Mm-hmm. What was the team's kind of thought as it was going through the fourth quarter down the stretch of that game?
Going down to the stretch of the game, we knew that they were keeping up with us, so we all stuck together. Like Coach A say before every game, it's gonna be some ups and downs, but we gotta stick together throughout the whole game, and that's what we did. We stuck together.
One of the things that you guys are is an experienced bunch. You guys understand pressure situations. Marty, what kind of advantages does it give you when you know that your guys been going to war all year long, and you kind of understand that this stage is just because some of your practices are tougher than some of the games? Let's just be real.
Yes. It definitely helps us a lot because, you know, at the beginning of the season we're playing tough teams, middle of the season playing tough teams, so like it doesn't matter. We were always playing tough teams, so we were always in dogfights, and at the end of the game we had to be prepared to, you know, be strong with the ball at the end, make sure we were not turning the ball over, make sure we're on our P's and Q's with no mistakes. So it definitely helped, and we were prepared on Saturday.
You know, when we start talking about different angles and different fights in the game, there are sometimes in these games there are good calls and bad calls. how does the team now handle it differently than they did from the beginning to now in terms of handling those moments? Because usually when those calls start going the other direction, you tap out. Coach got to burn some timeouts, and then there's some not nice words said on the sideline. But talk to me about how the team handles those situations now.
How we handle them situations is we stick together, like I said, and our coach tell us before the game, we can't control the refs, so we just go out there and just play how we always play Douglas Trojan basketball, and find a way to win.
The pedigree that you guys established with the high-level talent, Coach Harris, and then bringing these young men together is something that is really is something to be watched and awed at, simply because there is high expectations and with the success this program has had, but keeping the guys locked in and level-headed. Talk to me about what has to be done to keep those guys locked in those moments, because it really changes a lot during the course of a season.
I would have to say, man, it starts with the head, Stephen Alexander. Coach Alexander, he doesn't demand anything less but to be locked in. You can see him in the games. You see how he's sweating. You would think he's out there playing the way he's out, the way he looks, the way
listen. I'm not gonna. I want to keep this focused and serious. But when Coach Alexander come on the floor, when the team run out, I'm waiting him to get in the line.
Yeah,
I mean, because his intensity, it really brings everybody in and the focus immediately. This is not a time to play.
Yeah, so he demands that. He demands that of himself first. He demands it of his coaching staff, and most importantly, he demanded of the players. So the players are a reflection of him. So that's how they stay locked in. It starts with him first, and then he just passes it down. He doesn't demand anything. He's serious about it.
You guys have now won 5 consecutive games, and when we start talking about building to the next level, the practices automatically have been intense all year. They've never not been, but the level of focus on detail has continued to get better. How is that really, getting you guys really ready for this opportunity? It starts tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon.
It prepares us a lot. Coach is always on us about the details. So in practice, if we don't do the details, we're going to end up running. And the running helps too. So we're definitely prepared.
Now, this is kind of an odd situation, but it's a night game, no different than coming after a girls' game in the evening. But it's a 9 o'clock game, Coach, against a really good Bethany team. Don't want any game plan, just want to get a sense of what's your reaction to this Bethany team this year.
I think if I could speak for Coach Alexander, it's just to play our style of play, just to be us, stick to our identity. Again, like Marty said earlier, I don't know if you had a chance to take a look at our schedule, but we've had a very intense schedule. We played a lot of good teams out of state and some good teams in state as well. So I think the lessons that we've learned, the situations that we've been in, has prepared us for this moment. Going up and down the road, then turn around having to play a top team the next day in their house with nobody there, no fans, just you, your team, your coaching staff. It can be a lot. Then turn around the next day, and then you have to do it again. So it can take a lot on you mentally and some point physically. But I think it's prepared us for this moment, for this 9 o'clock game. Bethany's a pretty good team, but again, all we can do is just stick to what we do, stick to what we know, play Douglas basketball, and follow the orders of Coach Stephen Alexander.
No doubt. Because you've had a very unique schedule, from Florida to Texas to Arkansas to Missouri. I mean, you guys have been all over the place. So those moments are to get you ready for this. But at each level of the playoffs, a little bit more is required.
Correct.
So in your opinion, Coach, the team will face its biggest challenges coming up here in the state, and it starts tomorrow night against Bethany at 9 o'clock. What's the next step for this team? What does this team need to do more of that you feel that Coach Alexander would want this team to do to get ready for the next consecutive games to get that goal accomplished?
I think the ultimate thing is for them to stay locked in, to stick to their identity, don't go outside of who they are and what they do, stick to what they know. And like he always say, when things get thick and things get tight, look at him. If you don't know what's going on, if you feel a certain way, if you're unsure, look at him. He's gonna help you. He's gonna help you find a way, and that's what's worked in the past years for us. and I believe that's what's going to work for us this year.
There's no doubt about it. You're talking about, 2024 championship, back-to-back 2023, 2024. This is a program that's not too far out of a championship. Every 5 years, Douglas is touching a gold ball within that time frame. Marty, as you were starting to get ready for tomorrow's game, what was something that you will discuss with your teammates when you guys are about to touch the floor for the first time at OG&E?
Just breathe and stay calm. My first game there, I remember I was pretty nervous, and my seniors, they told me to just breathe and stay calm. So that's what I'm gonna do to the guys that haven't been there before.
Jamal, what's your opinion?
Every time before the game, starting off like these playoffs games, I've been telling my team, just go out there and play like it's your last ever game on the floor. Like everybody watching you, just go out there like it's your last time on the court. That's why I preach every time before the game, man. We go out there and we show it.
Marty, talk to me about the evolution of your game. Where did your game start off this year, and where do you feel like you are personally right now?
I feel like nothing's really changed, except for that my teammates have.
All right. I mean, so what I'm saying is in terms of being tighter with the practices or the chemistry, or where would you like to go with that?
I mean, we just grown closer as a team. From the beginning to the end, like things have just gotten so much closer. I feel like we're best friends on the court and off the court. So I feel like we're inseparable as a team.
All right, I got you. So Jamel, excuse me. How has your game evolved from the beginning of the season till now? I mean, is your understanding court awareness better? Where do you feel your game is right now?
First and foremost, I think my game improved from defense. I started playing a lot more defense since I came over here, and playmaking, because last year I was at a different school, different team. I was like I was really just a scorer. And I was playmaking here and then, but over here I'm expanding all around. I'm doing everything.
All right, Coach, when you're blending again a group of talented guys, the growth of the team shows in the chemistry and when they have had those moments to evolve and grow. Where would you say for this team along this journey here, was there a turning point or a point where this team really got stronger, that you've seen a different light from this team?
Man, that's a good question. I would have to say, would it be our last trip when we went to Illinois and we played East St. Louis Senior High School? We lost by 8 points. I think they're the number one team in the state of Illinois, and I felt like we should have won that game. We could sit here and debate about the officiating or what we didn't do or what was done, but I felt like that was the turning point. So we actually lost that game, but I felt like we left gaining a lot more than just losing the game, and I think that was the turning point. I think we had players that learned how to play for one another a little bit more, match Coach Steven Alexander's intensity, his tempo, his temperament, and I believe that's where it really propelled and started to kick off right there.
No, it's absolutely. There's always those moments and those opportunities to grow. They often say you learn more from a loss sometimes than you do from a win. It reinforces some positive habits, and it makes you grow and elevate and change your mentality of how you view the game. So tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock, you guys are getting ready to take the floor on the mission to complete the task and get back into that championship mode and bring home title number 13.
Yes, sir.
What a special environment it is over on the east side, and the black and the orange. You guys have some intense games. You guys have played some outstanding basketball. Looking forward to seeing what you guys do to accomplish that goal.
Yes,
Coach, as you say, Coach A don't have it no other way.
Yes,
I will say, I will ask this last question before we get out of here tonight from Jamal and Marty. When we start talking about getting on the floor, what's that like for the first time when you guys get on the floor right before it starts? Because Coach Alexander has already lit the fuse. You guys are ready for that ball to go up, for the explosion to happen. Talk to me about that moment before it happens.
Before that happens, before the game, I just thank the man above. Thank you for giving me the glory to play the game. And then I look at Coach Steve, let him know I'm ready, and we go out there and we play Douglas Trojan basketball.
Marty.
Like you said, right before the game, we pray. That's the first thing we do. Then we go out there, we start warming up, and like all the butterflies just go away.
that's what you find. You find that there are some tremendous diamonds being made in the pressure that is over. But it's the development of men that Coach Alexander focuses on, building a culture, building an identity, something that is going to continue to rise and make them the pride of the East Side. Look for them to be in play on Friday afternoon. I do believe your game will be at 2:45.
2:45.
So you can
Yes,
go ahead and
sir.
get your tickets now for 2:45 on Friday, and get ready to see these Douglas Trojans unleash and bring home title number 13. This is the Oklahoma City Public School Coaches Show. Brought to you by Metro Tech Technology Centers, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Dental Depot, Bedford Photography, Grinmore Sneaker Boutique, All About Now Photography, Sam's Club, Rock Recruit Oklahoma, SSM Health, OCCC, Super Prep, Just Burgers, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. The next Coaches Show will be on March 30th, and I'm here to give you an elite promo telling you it will be a unique edition. Don't miss out on that. As for tomorrow on OKC Sports Radio and streaming live on the streamed by PPBC app on your mobile device, you will be able to check out these Douglas Trojans and Trojettes. They'll get started tomorrow at 1:30 against Broken Bow, and then these Trojans will be in action tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Be looking for some orange and black to be in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we will release you to regular season program. I am Maurice Prince. Thank you so much, and good night.
Oklahoma City, it's me, Miles Perry, and save the date, March 28th. Yes, I said March 28th. And the reason why is because of Super Prep and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 Showcase. Any current high school athlete can attend the showcase, so can unsigned seniors and JUCO products. The event will be ran by local high school coaches and professional skills trainers. It will be held at OAC, Oklahoma Athletic Center here in Oklahoma City. You guys can watch and listen to the event at PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. That is PPBC TV and OKC Sports Radio 105.3. You guys, register today. There's limited spots available. College coaches will be there, but like I said, there's limited spots available. So the link and the QR code will present here in just a little bit, but make sure you guys register today. It's the biggest event in Oklahoma. Peace.